Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So I have a organizational tip of the week, and I'm just going to show you. So I talk a lot about bins and basket and containers to help organize your spaces in your home. I've shown stuff in my laundry room, in my kitchen, and in my kitchen, but on my coffee station. And now I'm going to show you a part of my kitchen in my cupboards where we house our snacks. And I would say these are snacks. It used to be cereal, but we house our snacks, pasta, and some of our bread. So it's just a little section. And my kitchen isn't very big. And so we had to come up with a system that fits best for us. Again, I've tried different things in these different cupboards, and this has held up the longest. This system has held up the longest, and so far it works so well for us. Okay, so what's going to be featured is these. I'm trying to make it as economical as possible. If you want to do an upgrade, get something more expensive for your space, you can. These came from the dollar store. This in particularly, Dollarama. This is probably Dollar Tree. I don't have them yet. I think this is Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has some really nice colors. You can also use a different color other than white. We kind of don't want to mix up too many colors in here because I feel like it'll become chaotic, but you can stick to one color all the way through. So right now I'm using white. I also have used these in my fridge, and I will show you that in a different video. I have an old fridge, nothing fancy. But this helped. These baskets and some different other baskets have helped over the years to organize our fridge. This I've used for cereal and snacks. Even our like sugar and flour have gone into this type of container. We used to put a lot of our cereals in here because we used to have one or two cereals each that we liked, and so we would take them out of the box and we would put them in these containers and put these in the cupboard. But cereal goes very quick. So we were finding that we were using this, they were getting empty really quickly. It didn't hold a lot. I mean, it held, depending on the size of the box, it didn't hold the full box. So we'd have to put the rest in our pantry or somewhere else to house it. Right now, we don't have a lot of cereal that we're using. We may have 2 to 3 boxes. So right now we are still just keep them out of the box and at a different location. Still in one of these, we just put the boxes in here and we put it's actually on top of my fridge. So right now I'm going to pan over. Let me just show you here. So this is up in my cupboard and I'm going to show you. Okay, so up there we have the pasta. So there's boxes of pasta in there. And those are just overflow because I have other containers that I'll put pasta in, and I'll show you that again in another video. Here we have bread. Now I grew up, I had an aunt who had I don't think we had a bread, I think it was called bread bin. We didn't have one in my house, but my aunt had one. So my thought has always been around having a bread bin. We also never used to keep bread outside of the fridge. At one point we started putting our bread in the fridge. I guess it was to make it last longer. It was until after I had kids that I stopped putting bread into the fridge, and now we put it here. I'm also finding that some of our bread wastes because we're not going through our bread quick enough. So anyways, we have this up in the cupboard for our breads, our pasta. That one up there, I have to go through it and see what's in there. it's probably something we wouldn't use often, so that's why it's at that level, because it's pretty high. And just like this, it's overflow. So I have to declutter that and see what's in there. Here's a different section. So these are containers that we use when we put stuff in here. We try to categorize things. Like this isn't always for cookies. It's just depending on the package. But right now, that's what we have. And there's only one in here now. This one houses our popcorn. So still like a snack cupboard. Here is snacks again. And depending on the form of the snack, if they're individually packed or a group pack like that, then it goes in there. Here, more individual stuff like granola bars, etc. And here are those containers. Right now, my daughter had bought two big boxes of these goldfishes. We love goldfishes. She loves it. She takes it for snack for when she's at work, and she has it here. You know, we just want that like evening snack, so that's good for that. So you can see that we have a surplus amount of these containers here, just because, like I said, we used to house some snacks plus our cereal, but we don't house our cereal in here anymore. Just doesn't make sense for us to do that. And these aren't always full. It's just because she bought, see there's some cereal there. It's just because she bought these containers that, it's just because she bought those big boxes of goldfish, did we put it in there. Sometimes it's empty, and it's okay to have an empty space, and because you always have room to put something in it if you need to, like in this case. So, yeah, right now this is what's been put in there. And you can use, and I use it for other things, which again, I will show in, I use these for other things all through my kitchen. I have a lot of spare up there because we had a totally different system. And I also use it for like sugar and flour, etc. I'm almost ready to maybe get rid of these, and that's only because we're trying to get you something uniform, so maybe a white cover or a clear cover or stainless steel or something. But that might not be for a while because we haven't really thought it out yet. I also used to put on here, if you can see the markings here, the expiry date. Because you're taking things out of the box. If you're one of those people who like to unpackage, I got to that. I never used to be that way, where I take everything out of the packaging, like cereal, crackers, different things out of the packaging. But you don't, even like pancake mix. We have pancake mix in there. I put the directions and either cut the direction from the box and attach it here, and the expiry date. So just use a Sharpie, put the expiry date on there, and you know when. You could even put when you bought, when it expires, so you have an idea, because all that goes away with the box. And if you don't go through it quick enough, then you could be having some stale things in there. So these are good to also write on them. This is good because not too deep. You can see, if you're like me, you need to see, but also have to have it contained. I can just open up my cupboard and I kind of can see what's in there. They're also easy to pull down. Pull down if I need to refill the pasta bins. I pull down, see what I have. If I'm going shopping, what do I have? What do I need to buy? And I just pull it down and then put it back up. No mess. Everything's contained and I can still see. The ones we get used most are the ones on the lower shelf, like the breads. I pull down, see what's in there before I go and shop, or before I make something for lunch or for breakfast, etc. So shop your home. For your bread, you might not, because we try to keep everything uniform, we try to use the same baskets generally, so that the area looks uniform. But You could even use like a wicker basket for your bread. You can have it somewhere else, maybe on top of your fridge. We used to have bread on top of our fridge. You might be able to have it there and have it in like a wicker basket. So just shop your home and see what you have to organize your cupboards. So again, if you're like me, who like to take things out of packages and put them in other containers, you might want to invest in some of these. And if you're also like me, who like to have things contained but still want to see what's in them, these are good as well. And also the acrylic ones are perfect. It's a good size. These came from Dollarama, and I also think that Dollar Tree has newer ones, acrylic ones. I think we were just there a couple weeks ago, and I think we saw some acrylic containers. So try and shop your, like a discount store, even a secondhand store. You might get a basket or a few things. I'm just gonna move and show you this. We're just not wanting to throw away, use what we had. This is a can, soda can storage. So you would either store it on a shelf in your pantry or in the fridge, but we don't have a lot of cans, and basically we rarely have a full case of canned soda or pop. So we didn't want to throw this away, and this is what we use it for. Packs of oatmeal, and we put it in here. If I had a pantry, like a full closet pantry that I could walk into, these would probably all go into there, but we don't. So this is how we organize our food cupboards here in our kitchen. It works for me. Some of these ideas might work for you. Just see what works best for your family and create a system that makes you efficiently go about your day in your kitchen. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Please leave me a comment below on what you would use these containers for, or if you have any suggestions for me, please leave me a comment. Thanks again so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.